kindness, graciousness, and generosity. She has shared these traits widely with everyone. We've seen her sweet relationship with our own loud, boisterous Kali. She was the perfect foil with her gentleness, and they balanced each other so well. We know that they had a great life together, traveling widely, spending time with friends and families. She had such a rich life, and as others said, she would want us to celebrate her life and not mourn her loss. When Kali's family mentioned Wear No Black, I thought of Khalil Gibran's beautiful poem. It's very long, so I will share this one verse as we celebrate her life. Khalil Gibran on the beauty of death. Lament, it's only one para of a long, beautiful poem. Okay. Lament me not, but sing songs of youth and joy. Shed not tears upon me, but sing of harvest and the winepress. Utter no sigh of agony, but draw upon my face with your finger the symbol of love and joy. Disturb not the air's tranquility with chanting and requiems, but let your heart sing with me the song of eternal life. Mourn me not with apparel of black, but dress in color and rejoice with me. Talk not of my departure with sighs in your hearts. Close your eyes and you will see me with you forever. So, Kali, that's what I was thinking of, and that's why I wore this bright pink to share my time with you all. Okay, and then, but I want to do this is to your family when they mentioned that Wear No Black. That's why I came up with this. But I really want to do a homage to Usha with one of her beautiful poems by Maya Angelou. And this is When Great Trees Fall. When great trees fall, rocks on distant hills shudder, lions hunker down in tall grasses, and even elephants lumber after safety. When great trees fall in forests, small things recoil into silence, their senses eroded beyond fear. When great souls die, the air around us becomes light, sterile. We breathe briefly. Our eyes briefly see with a hurtful clarity. Our memory, suddenly sharpened, examines, gnaws on kind words unsaid, promised words never taken. Great souls die, and our reality, bound to them, takes leave of us. Our souls, dependent upon their nurture, now shrink, wizened. Our minds, formed and informed by the radiance, fall away. We are not so much maddened as reduced to the unutterable ignorance of dark, cold caves. And when great souls die, after a period, peace blooms, slowly and always irregularly. Spaces fill with a kind of soothing electric vibration. Our senses restored, never to be the same, whisper to us. They existed. They existed. We can be and be better, for they existed. Usha, you have achieved a level of spirituality that many of us can only dream to attain. When our baser selves try to rise, Usha, we will remember you and try to better ourselves. Thank you for the privilege of knowing you. Thank you.
Thanks, Sasi. That was wonderful.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Chitra, you want to say something?
Yeah. Hi guys. So thank you, Kali, for spending this precious time with us. I know, you would also want to be with your family, but thanks for being here for us. Kali, I first saw you, I think, in a Bonvita quiz or something. And ever since after that, we did debates in school and in medical college. You read so widely with your dad's influence. And I think every word you read of every poem, the Bhagavad Gita or, Charles Dickens, prepared you for this moment when you have stood like a rock for your family and for Usha and for all of us. So, as I have to say ditto to Sashi's words, from the first time I saw Usha at the cruise to the last time at Brighton, we got closer and closer, and we danced together, discussed so many things together, and even in a short time, I felt a very, very deep connection. And I'm going to really remember her. I'm the better person for knowing Kali and Usha, and both of you were perfect for each other, like yin and yang. And we teased you together. And I just felt like, you were prepared for this moment to be her soulmate and her support, and for your sons. So I just want to, just read these words about remembering our loved ones after they leave, in a joyful way. And let me share these words. We remember them. In the rising of the sun and its going down, we remember them. In the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, we remember them. In the opening of buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. In the blueness of the sky and in the warmth of summer, we remember them. In the rustling of leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. In the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have joys we yearn to share, we remember them. So long as we live, they too shall live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them. So, Usha is always alive in all of us and in our memories. And thank you, Kali. And thanks, everyone, for being here.
Kali, I think I joined late. I'm not sure. I wasn't sure if I was emotionally ready to join this meeting or not. You know how I feel about this because I've gone through this myself.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry I'm not able to sing or read or do anything except to say that I will tell you that Usha will never, ever be away from you. She's always with you, every moment, every second. More so now than she ever was before. You won't believe that, but that is the absolute truth. My deepest condolences. We've shared some lovely memories with your trip in Florida, in Brighton. I remember the boys when they were really young. All I can do is give you all my love and lots of hugs. And thank you. Sorry.
Thanks, Lakshmi. I know how you feel. Thanks for joining.
Hi, Kali. This is Neto Marita. I'm so sorry to hear about Usha. She'll always be in my heart and in your heart too. I'm glad I got to see her for a very short time, but it feels like I've known her always. We had beautiful memories in South Africa and also in North Carolina. I will always remember her kindness. I've never seen her get angry. We are human beings and we get upset, but she's been so peaceful, so kind, so loving, amazing. Just praying for you and your children, and so sorry she's not at your side, but she's always at your side from heaven. She's an angel. She was an angel both on earth, and she's an angel now as well. Big hugs and love.
Thanks, Neto. So thank you so much. So we'll go with Kanis because Kanis is nearing almost 11 p.m. So Kanis, please unmute yourself. Thank you. And others, please mute.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Unlike all of you, I never had the pleasure of meeting Usha. In fact, I haven't met Kali since our medical college days. But it's amazing how much I got to know of this couple just through the chats and the photos and everything that's been around. And what I came across was this great love story, this very adoring couple that you are. And I think you made a very distinguished, loving pair. And I could always see the love in the pride and love in Usha when she was with you. I do have a song to sing. I don't know how much time we have. Is it okay? Okay, all right. Let's do this because this is a love song, and I thought this is totally appropriate. So just give me a sec. पे आज नया नूर है मेरा दिल मचल गया तो मेरा क्या कसूर है आपके निगाह ने कहा तो कुछ जरूर है मेरा दिल मचल गया तो मेरा क्या कसूर है खिला खिलाए रूप है लताओं की छाँव में खिला खिलाए रूप है ज्योता से जैसे छन रही सुबह सुबह की धूप है जिधर नजर मुड़ी जिधर नजर मुड़ी जिधर नजर मुड़ी उधर सुरूर ही सुरूर मेरा दिल मचल गया तो मेरा क्या कसूर है आपके हसीन रुख पे आज नूर मेरा दिल मचल गया तो मेरा क्या कसूर है छुपी छुपी निगाह में भी है बला की शौकियाँ छुपी छुपी निगाह में भी है बला की शौकियाँ दबी दबी हंसी में तड़प रही है बिजलियाँ शबाब आपका शबाब आपका शबाब आपका नशे में खुद ही चूर चूर मेरा दिल मचल गया तो मेरा क्या कसूर है आपकी निगाह ने कहा तो कुछ जरूर है मेरा दिल मचल गया तो मेरा क्या कसूर है जहाँ जहाँ पड़े कदम वहाँ फिजा बदल गई जहाँ जहाँ पड़े कदम वहाँ फिजा बदल गई कि जैसे सर बसर आप ही में ढल गई किसी ने ये कशिश किसी ने कशिश किसी ने ये कशिश कहा जो आप में हुजूर है मेरा दिल मचल गया तो मेरा क्या कसूर है आपके हसीन रुख पे आज नया नूर है मेरा दिल मचल गया तो मेरा क्या कसूर है आपके निगाह ने कहा तो कुछ जरूर है मेरा दिल मचल गया तो मेरा क्या कसूर है Thank you. I think that I have sent the meaning of the song to Kali. I think it's very apt. It describes Usha's beauty, in particular, the love you have for each other. So I'm sorry I never got to meet Usha, but I think I've got a good gist of who she was.
Thanks, Kanis.
Thank you, Kanis. So, Vani, are you there?
Yes, Prakash.
Okay, because you're on the way to the airport.
Yeah.
If you want to say a few things, that's fine. Then I'll screen share and play a nurse song.
Yeah. Thanks, Prakash. Thanks, Prakash. Okay. Dear Kali, my heartfelt and deepest condolences on the passing of Usha, your beloved wife, a devoted mother of your sons, and a dear friend to many in our batch. I had the pleasure of meeting Usha only once many years ago, but she left a lasting impression on me. She came across as a sweet, caring, lovely, and ever so thoughtful person. Kali, I know no words can take the pain away, but believe me, with time, this pain and sorrow will turn into something so beautiful that you'll be able to hold close to your heart. Because as they say, Kali, what is lovely never dies. It only passes on to other loveliness. Take care, dear friend. God bless you and your sons. May dear Usha's soul rest in peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. NR also joins me in sending his deepest condolences, and he has recorded a song on Lord Ganapati, the remover of all obstacles. Stay strong, Kali. We will be with you all the time. God bless you and your family.
Thanks, Vani.
So I'll screen share. Please mute and play a nurse song.
शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजम् प्रसन्नवदनं ध्याये सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये अगजा आननपद्मार्कं गजानमहर्निशम् अनेकदन्तं भक्तानां एकदन्तमुपास्महे एकदन्तमुपास्महे वातापि गणपतिं भजे ॐ वातापि गणपतिं भजे ॐ वातापि गणपतिं भजे ॐ वातापि गणपतिं भजे ॐ वारणास्वं वरप्रदं श्री वारणास्वं वरप्रदं श्री वातापि गणपतिं भजे भूतादिसंसेवितचरणं भूतभौतिका प्रपञ्चभरणं भूतादिसंसेवितचरणं भूतभौतिका प्रपञ्चभरणम् वीतरागिनं विनतयोगिनं वीतरागिनं विनतयोगिनं विश्वकारणं विश्ववारणं वातापि गणपतिं भजे पुरा कुम्भसम्भवमुनिवर प्रपूजितं त्रिभुवनमास्य गतं मुरारी प्रमुखादुपासितं मूलाधारा क्षेत्र स्थितं परादीच त्रिवाग्रात्मकं प्रणवस्वरूप वाक्रतुण्डं निरन्तरं निखिलचन्द्रकण्डं निजमामकरविद्युतेक्षुतण्डं कराम्बुजपाशबीजपूरं कलुषविदूरं भूताकारम् कराम्बुजपाशबीजपूरं कलुषविदूरं भूताकारं हरादिगुरुगुहतोषितबिम्बं हंसध्वनिभूषितहेरं वातापि गणपतिं भजे ॐ वारणासं वरप्रदं श्री वातापि गणपतिं भजे
Thank you, Anna Vani. Jaya, do you want to go next?
Yeah, sure, Kali. Sure, Prakash.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Others, please mute again. Thank you.
yeah. Kali, it's hard to even imagine what you're going through, but you always told me that, that your faith has kept you grounded, and I can see that. I've known Usha for the past several years since we've been traveling together. They say that divinity is in all of us, but in her, it was so obvious that she attracted people of all ages towards her. Even Shivani remembers her during our trip to Egypt. I met her a few times, but it seems like I've known her for a lifetime. I just can understand that the sorrow that everybody feels is because it's genuine and because of who she was. And this picture you have, Prakash, so aptly, projects her image. The calmness, the sweet smile, the kindness. I mean, it was just unimaginable when I first heard of the news. But it's crazy that I found my strength in your fortitude and Usha's fortitude, you know? So we're all there for you. And I want this to be a happy memory for you, because I think she's passed on to a greater life. This is a bhajan on Sri Rama that I'd like to present. That it's about a boatsman who took Rama across the river Ganges. And when he gets off, he says, now I've taken you across this river. When my time comes, take me across to your wonderful world. So there's a Ram bhajan, and I hope I can sing it without crying. Okay. Sorry. कभी कभी भगवान को भी, कभी कभी भगवान को भी भक्तों से काम पड़े। जाना त गंगा पार प्रभु केवट के नाव चढ़े। जाना त गंगा पार प्रभु केवट के नाव चढ़े। बोलो राम राम राम, सिया राम राम राम। बोलो राम राम राम, सिया राम राम राम। अवध छोड़ प्रभु वन को आए, अवध छोड़ प्रभु वन को आए। सिया राम लखन गंगा तट आए। केवट मन ही मन मुस्काए, घर बैठे प्रभु दर्शन पाए। प्रभु दर्शन पाए, प्रभु दर्शन पाए। हाथ जोड़ कर प्रभु के आगे, हाथ जोड़ कर प्रभु के आगे केवट मगन पड़े। जाना त गंगा पार प्रभु केवट के नाव चढ़े। बोलो राम राम राम, सिया राम राम राम। बोलो राम राम राम, सिया राम राम राम। केवट दौड़ जल भर लाए, केवट दौड़ के जल भर लाए। चरण धोए चरणामृत पाए। केवट कहता सुनो हमारी, चरण धूल की माया भारी। मैं गरीब नैया मेरी, मैं गरीब नैया मेरी, नारी न होई परे। जाना त गंगा पार प्रभु केवट के नाव चढ़े। बोलो राम राम राम, सिया राम राम राम। चली नाव गंगा की धारा, चली नाव की गंगा की धारा। सिया राम लखन को पार उतारा। प्रभु देने लगे नाव उतराई, केवट कहे नहीं रघुराई, नहीं रघुराई। पार किया मैंने तुमको, पार किया मैंने तुमको, अब तू मोहे पार करे। पार किया मैंने तुमको, अब तू मोहे पार करे। जाना त गंगा पार प्रभु केवट के नाव चढ़े। जाना त गंगा पार प्रभु केवट के नाव चढ़े। कभी कभी भगवान को भी, कभी कभी भगवान को भी भक्तों से काम पड़े, जाना त गंगा पार प्रभु के वट के नाव चढ़े। बोलो राम राम राम, सिया राम राम राम। बोलो राम राम राम, सिया राम राम राम। बोलो राम सिया राम। Kali, I'm sure you know that we had a deep spiritual connection, and I'm happy that I had known her for the time that I have, but it still feels like a lifetime. We're always with you, and I just think she had a wonderful life. She worked the work of the Lord, and she always practiced what she believed in. So thank you, Kali.
Thanks, Jaya. And it was wonderful that you actually met her and spent time with her in Chennai when
Yes.
she had surgery in November.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
And it so happened that you were there, and she really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jaya. VC, you want to say a few words? I'll play your song and then Kalpana's song after that. Unmute yourself, VC.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm generally tongue-tied when it comes to such occasions. A lot of memories came flashing by, and I just want to share with you all. I know Kali from the age of 8. Life brought us together because our dads worked for the same institution, that is the Regional Engineering College in Trichy. Little did I know those days that this will be a lifelong friendship. And we used to play like, small boys, monkey up the tree. And we had a lot of fun with Kali. Kali was, of course, a big, chubby boy those days. And I was a very puny, lean little chap. And then life went by. We went in different directions. And finally, we met in Presidency College in Chennai a little before we joined medicine. And that's when I got reconnected to Kali. And we were, of course, all sitting together in the first year. When Kali walked in, rest of the batch rose up thinking he's one of our profs. But I was just telling to myself, hey, idu namba Kali da. And that's how it was to reconnect. Kali and Usha and the kids came home to Cornwall in 1999, and that's when I first met Usha. Such a lovely person, very warm, and was very genuine. She was very upfront, which was nice to see. And she was not a hanky-panky girl. She just spoke her mind, and she was lovely. And meeting her in all the trips was great, because we got to know her funny side of her life as well. And she was such a lovely dancer. And I still remember the dance that Kali and Usha did on the Egypt tour. It was fantastic. I last saw her in Ashwin's wedding. Busy as I was, could not spend too much time, but it was lovely to see her join in the fun. Kali, I know exactly how you'll be feeling, but you're such a strong guy, and you have, you're so widely read, and the Bhagavad Gita and all that will keep you on the ground. I'm sure you'll be fine, and with months and years that pass, you will come to terms with this loss. And what great thing is, she has left behind you two lovely jewels, Ishwar and Varad, who have grown up to be such fine gentlemen. Yeah, and you're not on your own in this. Yeah, so I wish you all the best, Kali, and we hope we keep meeting each other and we will surely meet in the name of cricket. We'll be meeting each other very, very frequently, and I welcome you to come to Bermuda sometime. It was shame that you could not come because it was all planned for you to come with Usha this month. But as they say, man proposes, God disposes. Yeah, I'll just hand over the phone to Kalpana.
Dear Kali, I am very, very sorry, deeply sorry to hear the sad news. As VC said, we remember Usha as a very sweet, caring girl, full of life, very exuberant. And I remember the times when you came over to Cornwall when the boys were little and with your mother, and you visited with us and stayed with us. And it was lovely. I still remember how you both were dancing in Egypt, and she was, as I said, full of life. And you will very, very dearly miss her. And no words that we can say can express what you and the family are going through. I pray to God to give you strength to bear this loss, and my deepest condolences to you and to Ishwar and Varad. Stay strong and take care.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Kalpana. So I'm going to screen share again. Please mute. I'll play a song from VC followed by Kalpana's song after that.
Just
Thank you.
ask if the audio has been good in the songs.
Can't hear, Ma. Prakash.
மரமுத்தி கண்ணா குறை ஒன்றும் இல்லை கண்ணா குறை ஒன்றும் இல்லை குறை குறை கண்ணா கண்ணா கண்ணுக்கு தெரியாமல் குறை ஒன்றும் இல்லை மறைமூர்த்தி கண்ணா வேண்டியதை தந்திட வெங்கடேசன் என்றிருக்க வேண்டியது வேறில்லை மறைமூர்த்தி கண்ணா மணிவண்ணா மலையப்ப கோவிந்தா கோவிந்தா.
It's okay, Pak. Let's move on.
Jai Kanda Kanda மறையோதும் ஞானியை மட்டுமே காண்பா திரையின் பின் நிற்கின்றாய் கண்ணா மறையோதும் ஞானியை மட்டுமே காண்பா என்றாலும் குறையொன்றும் எனக்கில்லை கண்ணா என்றாலும் குறையொன்றும் எனக்கில்லை கண்ணா இன்றின் மேல் கண்ணாகி நிற்கின்ற வரதா இன்றின் மேல் கண்ணாகி நிற்கின்ற வரதா உரையொன்றும் இல்லை மறைமூர்த்தி கண்ணா உரையொன்றும் இல்லை மறைமூர்த்தி கண்ணா மணிவன்
Thanks, VC. Beautiful. So this Kalpana song, this is one of all our favorites and Chitra's mom's favorites too.
Play joy ऐसे
கற்சிலை என்றாலும் கற்பனை என்றாலும் கற்சிலை என்றாலும் கைதனே மறவேன் நீ கற்பனை என்றாலும் கற்சிலை என்றாலும் கைதனே மறவேன் அற்புதமாகிய அருள் பெரும் சுடரே அற்புதமாகிய அருள் பெரும் சுடரே அற்புதமாகிய அருள் பெரும் சுடரே அருமறை தேடிடும் கருணையின் கடலே அருமறை தேடிடும் கருணையின் கடலே கற்பனை என்றாலும் கற்சிலை என்றாலும் உடனே மறவே நிற்பதும் நடப்பதும் நின் செயலாலே நிற்பதும் நடப்பதும் நின் செயலாலே நினைப்பதும் நிகழ்வதும் நின் செயலாலே நினைப்பதும் நிகழ்வதும் நின் செயலாலே கற்பதெல்லாம் உந்தன் கனிமொழியாலே கற்பதெல்லாம் உந்தன் கனிமொழியாலே காண்பதெல்லாம் உந்தன் கண்விழியாலே காண்பதெல்லாம் உந்தன் கண்விழியாலே கற்பனை என்றாலும் கற்சிலை என்றாலும் கந்தனே உனை மறவேன் கந்தனே உனை மறவேன் கந்தனே உனை மறவேன் கந்தனே உனை மறவேன்.
Thanks, VC Kalpana.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much. So I'd like to share a few words myself, followed by 3 small clips to show Usha's full of life and always is a good life to be celebrated always. Usha was a very special person, Kali. Heartfelt condolences to you, first of all, and the family. Usha had endeared us all so much. You were absolutely right when you said first that the world has lost one of its best humans, which is very true. Having known Usha all these years, we got to know her so well. She was so kind, soft, wise, smiley, genuine, so fun-loving, active in swimming and otherwise, so calming, so humble, so caring, never so spiritual. There's not enough words to describe her. It was a privilege to know her closer and closer over the years in every trip, especially in our times together recently in Egypt, Vietnam, Goha's house in North Carolina, Ashwin's wedding in UK, and such precious moments we spent in Brighton with you, those 2 days we were there. We will cherish every minute and every moment of that. It was very special. Thank you for sharing this amazing soul with your friends. And she became our friend, and not just a friend's wife. She really, truly became our friend. The world is definitely worse off losing such a wonderful human being. And may Usha's soul rest in peace. Usha will, of course, live in our hearts forever. There's so much in her life to celebrate. I love you, Kali. So I will play a couple of, I'll screen share and play 3 clips to first to show how she was laughing and smiling in the bus with you, and a clip of us singing with Mali, and then the famous Egypt dance in Egypt. There's a small clip of that. All right, so I'm going to screen share. Thank you.
Hello? Hello?
The ball is now bowled. Just
Hello?
to outside the off stump. Ashwin steps out and drives it through the covers for 4 runs. And India have now reached 180 with 3 balls to spare. And if
Hello?
they put the score at the start of the game, they would have taken it. What do you think, Sunil? Yeah, I agree with you, Kali. You know, as usual, you're absolutely right.
That's one.
Team meeting. Team meeting.
Where did it go? Wait a second.
Stop share. Stop share.
No, Mom, one more.
I know, but maybe you have to get it out.
All right, one more to share. Thank you. All right, Kali.
பிறந்தேவை அறிந்திருந்தோம் உன்னை அறிந்தால் உன்னை அறிந்தால் உலகிட்டு போனாலும் உயர்ந்தாலும் தாழ்ந்தாலும் தலைவணங்காமல் வாழலாம்.
Stop share. Not like that. Oh dear, to escape.
Good job. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, I
thanks.
can hear you, Prakash. Yes.
All
thank
right,
you.
Kali. Yeah, great memories. Some 3 small clips really to bring out how full of life Usha used to be. And that's why she will be celebrated forever and ever. Thank you. So let's see. I will play another song from Sri Kumar. You here? Yeah, there. Okay. So this is another beautiful song sent in by Sri Kumar. So please mute. So I'm going to screenshot again, please. Thank you.
Shri Ram, Shri Ram. Shri Ramchandra Kripalu Bhajaman Harana Bhava Bhayadaranam. Shri Ramchandra Kripalu Bhajaman Harana Bhava Bhayadaranam. Navakanjalochana Sanjamukara Sanjapada Panjaranam. Shri Ram, Shri Ram. Kandare Pagdita Vitachari Navani Radha Sundaram Patapita Manu Tarikaruchi Shuti Navani Janapa Sutavaram. Shri Ramachandra Kripalu Bhajaman Harana Bhava Bhayadaranam. Shri Ram, Shri Ram. Bhajudina Bandhu Dineshadam Daityavanshani Kandanam Raghunanda Ananda Nanda Kaushala Chanda Dasharathanandanam. Shri Ramchandra Kripalu Bhajaman Harana Bhava Bhayadaranam. Shri Ram, Shri Ram, Shri Ram. Sri Rama.
Thanks, Sri.
You're welcome. Thank you. Just a couple of words. I wanted to, tell Kali. Kali, Jay and I had the opportunity to meet Usha in North Carolina, and again in during our trip in I think Vietnam, Cambodia, and once again when she was in Chennai after the surgery. So 3 or 4 occasions when we got a chance to meet her. What surprised me was how pleasant she was, how friendly, I mean, how she was able to connect with everybody. That was unique about her. One specific instance that I remember was, I think it was in Ho Chi Minh City. We were in a pretty big hall, sort of having a conversation, and there was something that happened about 100 feet away. I think somebody just outside the building um, passed out or something, and she just ran from the conversation. I mean, she reacted, so fast. All of us were still standing and talking. She was able to see what was happening and just ran all the way. And I was like, wow. And I remember Kali telling me that that is her. That's how she reacts to those situations. So, I mean, it is fantastic to see her. Interestingly, she was asking me medical questions. I didn't know she was sick, to be honest. Especially in Vietnam, Cambodia, I did not know she was sick. And, how, busy she was dancing and everything. It was pretty unique. And then we had the opportunity to meet her after the surgery in Chennai. And that was a very interesting meeting. And, we really got to sit and chat for some time. And really, I'm sure, Kali, you're going to miss her, but I'm sure everything that she did and, your interaction and all the wonderful times, it's going to be great. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, Sri. Thanks very much. She did pick your brains on some issues of management because she being a physician, she was very curious, and I do remember she was even quoting some of the stuff you told her when we came back, and she said, "Oh, I learned all of this from Sri Kumar," and she thought you were very bright, Sri Kumar. So
thank you.
I had to set her right and say, no, he's pretty average.
No, you got to tell her the truth.
I'm only joking.
Well, we had a great time. I mean, I was surprised at the amount of cardiology questions she was asking me, and I'm like, well, that is interesting why it's coming from her. I was a little surprised, but we had a great time.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how many people know. I mean, she moved from being a HIV and sexual health consultant and made a choice to become a general practitioner. So when she became a GP, of course, she was seeing patients of, various sort of specialty areas. And that's why she was very curious about the cardiology bit. And that was the other thing about her, even till about 2 months ago, before she finally decided that she was not going to work anymore. Yeah, and even when she was ill, she would join online CPD programs and stuff like that. She was very, very curious. And she was also very, very clear that as long as she was looking after patients, she had to be up to date, and she would make sure that she did that. Yeah, thanks, Sri Kumar.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you. Malli, you want to go next? Unmute yourself.
Okay. So the picture what Prakash is showing whenever he's sharing the screen is a proof நம்ம கால் எப்படி விழுந்துட்டாரு உஷாவுக்கு பார்த்த உடனே
பியூட்டிஃபுல் பிக்சர் இல்லை? பிக்சர் மட்டும் இல்லை, இன்சைட் அவுட் சைடு எல்லாமே பியூட்டிஃபுல் உஷா. தட்ஸ் வை ஷி டச்ட் எவ்ரிபடி. I have had special moments with the whole of the family, I should say. Of course, VC சொன்ன மாதிரி காளி வந்து எனக்கு ஸ்கூல் படிக்கும் போதே தெரியும். காளி அப்பா எங்கள் அப்பா ஃப்ரெண்டு. ஸோ எங்கள் அம்மா வீட்டுக்கும் காளியை நல்லா தெரியும். ஆல் மை சிஸ்டர்ஸ்னும். இப்போ my family, my children, Sounder also know Kali's family so close. ஸோ எங்களுக்குலாம் ரொம்ப கஷ்டம். Emotionally, we were all struggling in the past few months. But anyway, the strength what Usha had, she has given it to us to cope with. And காளியையே கட்டி மேய்ச்சாங்கன்னா எப்படி இருந்திருப்பாங்க பாருங்க. இல்லை? காளிய இப்போ வந்து எங்ககிட்ட ஹேண்ட் ஓவர் பண்ணிட்டு போயிருக்கிறாங்க. ஸோ I'm sure we cannot replace Usha Kali, but we'll be there whenever you need during good times and difficult times. நிறைய இருக்கு உஷா பற்றி ஷேர் பண்ணணும்னா, பட் ஃபார் வாண்ட் ஆஃப் டைம் I will just sing a song that will console all of us and accept death. As I think John, நம்ம இவர் போட்டிருக்கிறார்ல, ஜான் சீனிவாஸ், நம்ம சீனி ஜானி, all of us going to be in that point at some time or the other. But it's important that we accept it. And Usha has actually showed us how to manage in such situations as well. So I'll just sing this song. ஜென்மம் நிறைந்தது சென்றவர் வாழ்க, சிந்தை கலங்கிட வந்தவர் வாழ்க, நீரில் மிதந்திடும் கண்களும் காய்க, நிம்மதி நிம்மதி இவ்விடம் சூழ்க, ஜனனமும் பூமியில் புதியது இல்லை, மரணத்தை போலொரு பழையதும் இல்லை, இரண்டும் இல்லாவிடில் இயற்கையும் இல்லை, இயற்கையின் ஆணைதான் ஞானத்தின் எல்லை, பாசம் உலாவிய கண்களும் எங்கே, பாய்ந்து துழாவிய கைகளும் எங்கே, நேசமளாவிய கால்களும் எங்கே, தீ உண்டதென்றது சாம்பலும் எங்கே, கண்ணில் தெரிந்தது காற்றுடன் போக, மண்ணில் பிறந்தது மண்ணுடன் சேர்க, எலும்பு சதை கொண்ட உருவங்கள் போக, எச்சங்களால் அந்த இன்னுயிர் வாழ்க, பிறப்பு இல்லாமலே நாளொன்றும் இல்லை, இறப்பு இல்லாமலும் நாளொன்றும் இல்லை, நேசத்தினால் வரும் நினைவுகள் தொல்லை, மறதியை போல் ஒரு மாமருந்தில்லை, கடல் தோடும் ஆறுகள் கலங்குவதில்லை, தரை தோடும் தாரைகள் அழுவதும் இல்லை, நதி மழை போன்றதே விதி என்று கண்டும் மதி கொண்ட மானுடர் மயங்குவதென்ன? மரணத்தினால் சில கோபங்கள் தீரும், மரணத்தினால் சில சாபங்கள் தீரும். வேதம் சொல்லாததை மரணங்கள் கூறும், விதை ஒன்று வீழ்ந்திடில் செடி வந்து சேரும். பூமிக்கு நாம் ஒரு யாத்திரை வந்தோம், யாத்திரை தீருமுன் யாத்திரை கொண்டோம். நித்திரை போவது நியதி என்றாலும் யாத்திரை என்பது தொடர்கதையாகும். தென்றலின் பூங்கரம் தீண்டிடும் போதும், சூரிய கீற்றொளி தோன்றிடும் போதும், மழையின் தேன்மொழி செவியுறும் போதும், மாண்டவர் எம்முடன் வாழ்ந்திடக்கூடும். மாண்டவர் சுவாசங்கள் காற்றுடன் சேர்க, தூயவர் கண்ணொளி சூரியன் சேர்க, பூதங்கள் ஐந்திடும் பொன்னுடல் சேர்க, போனவர் புண்ணியம் என்னுடன் சேர்க.
Thanks, Malay. And yeah, I think, it's very interesting because Malika also knew how much Usha looked after my mother, because my mother lived with me throughout her life. And irrespective of however good a mother-in-law is, it's very, it's not very easy to live with a mother-in-law who's at home. And Usha was absolutely committed to looking after my mother. And in fact, I remember, like all mothers-in-law, my mom used to complain to Malika on and off when she visited about little things. And Malika would just smile it away. And Usha knew this, but she would never, ever, I don't think she even ever asked Malika about it.
No.
But I would listen and I would hear these whisperings going on, like all typical Indian mothers-in-law. My mother was not particularly bad or anything. It's just the way it is. And so I've always been extremely thankful to Usha for that. Maybe I never told her how much, but she knew. I mean, many things I didn't have to tell her. She knew how thankful I was, because I am an only child, and my father passed away very young, as you guys know. So my mother was with me all the time, and Usha just looked after her so well. So yeah, I mean, that's another thing that I must say about Usha, And I'm very thankful. Malika?
I totally agree with you, Kali. நானும் கோழி முட்டினதில்ல உஷா கிட்ட. உஷாவும் என்கிட்ட எந்த கோளும் சொன்னது கிடையாது அம்மா பத்தி இது வரைக்கும். அம்மா சொல்லுவாங்க, நானும் அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு பொண்ணு கிடையாது, அவங்களுக்கு யாரும் சொல்றதுக்கு இல்ல, காளி மட்டும்தான், காளி கிட்ட சொல்லி என்ன ஆக போகுது, அதனால என்கிட்ட சொல்றாங்க அப்படின்னு அவங்க சொல்றதெல்லாம் செஞ்சுடுவேன், கேட்டுப்பான், அவ்வளவுதான். உங்ககிட்டயோ உஷா கிட்டயோ அது கொண்டாந்து இதுவரை சொன்னது கிடையாது, என்ன சொன்னாங்கன்னு. அது என்னோடய போட்டோம் அப்படின்னு நான் விட்டுருவேன்.
No, I know. I mean, it's all small things anyway. But the thing is, that was another quality of Usha's, which was very, very good.
அதெல்லாம் ஒன் ஆஃப் த ஸ்பைசஸ் இந்த லைஃப் நம்ம எடுத்துக்க வேண்டியது, அவ்வளவுதான். சிலது கொஞ்சம் காரம் ஜாஸ்தியா இருக்கும், தூக்கலா இருக்கும், சிலது கொஞ்சம் குறவா இருக்கும், அவ்வளவுதான்.
And also, I'm really thankful to Mallika and Chakra, Ratna, because they especially Chakra and Ratna just live like 15-20 minutes from my house, and they're really now part of the family, and they've been extremely supportive through thick and thin. And so it's really wonderful to have friends from medical school who are so close because of the proximity, and we get on very well. And of course, slightly further away, I have the other classmates like Satyamurthy, Gana, Vetri, Kishore, so many of them. And we've always been very good at, supporting each other. So it's just wonderful. Thank you, guys.
Chucks, you want to go next? Chuck, right?
Thank you. He can't.
Chucks was there, I think, anyway.
Yeah, that's me. I
Yeah,
had
go ahead, Chucks, go
I
ahead.
had to actually change my name on my from my code name. You know, and my code is BSMS 434. It's a university code, but I've changed it now so that everyone knows Chucks. Chucks is Chakravarti
இல்ல
Rajkumar.
வருதுப்பா சக்ஸ்ன்னு தான் வருது
நான் மாத்திருக்கேன், இப்பதான் மாத்தினேன்.
இல்ல வந்தது முதல்ல.
Anyway, thanks, Prakash. I mean, you know, it has been a privilege for us, you know, to be friends with Kali and Usha. You know, of course, Kali, I was one of those people who stood up when Kali came into the class because I thought he was the professor, you know, who was going to teach us. And unlike VC, who knew him before, I didn't know him before. But that was, as we all know, 1976. It's a long time away. But since then, you know, I've got to know Kali very well, and also Usha, Ratna, and my daughter. They've all been son as well. We've all been close to them. He was instrumental in swaying Ratna and our decision to come from London to Brighton because at that time it was a dilemma for me because taking a chair in a university is not an easy job, and it was a big decision I had to make. And Kali did, and Usha as well. They supported our family. And then we moved here, and we made the right decision, we think, and we've been happy since. Now life moves on, and in fact, Kali's son, Ishwar, which most of you know who he is, he's a barrister now. He's the godfather of my grandson, he's in the other room making a bit of a ruckus at the moment. He's about 12 weeks old. Ratna and my daughter Shanti will speak, not tomorrow, sorry, day after tomorrow. They'll speak and at the ceremony we're having. Yeah, so, you know, and during the last days, I've never seen Usha's files. I've never seen even a CT scan or MRI, but I know every bit because I was briefed by so many people about what was happening, and including Kali would keep me updated minute by minute. And in the end, she fought very well to the end. Very brave person, very caring, supporting everybody who came in. And when nobody's there, because I had the privilege of my badge to walk when I wanted into any, as the doctor there, she would tell me, oh, don't worry about this. They're all okay. And I'm fine. You don't worry about me. Is there anything, you know, and she always, I got the confidence having dealt with so many patients in my life who are at this stage. You know, she had the philosophical backing and the power, I suppose, to take things in so well towards the end. And in the end, it all was what would be best we could expect. I mean, and Kali, is there anything else you think you want to add to that?
No, Raj, no, I mean, you know, it's been, you know, we've worked together to look after Usha. And of course, I don't have to say Chakra was very much supportive in the hospital. And between us, we made sure that Usha got whatever, you know, she can get from medicine and from human beings. So that's as far as we can do. And we have no regrets, you know. And Usha, right to the end, was very peaceful. I mean, she was never in any pain. And as Chakra says, you know, she was very brave. And she never wavered a minute from her faith. She was absolutely clear that, you know, there's nothing to worry about. It's just part of, you know, being a mortal human being. And it's not something, she didn't want anybody to be unhappy. She kept stressing that. And in fact, she was consoling people who came to visit and saying, no, don't be upset. I'm fine, as Chakra says. So that was really, you know, all a role model for us, I think. Thanks, Da.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Prakash.
Thanks, Kali Chuck. There's so much to say about Usha Kali. Thank you. So I'm just going to screen share again, play a song from Rani, since Rani is here. Rani, want to say anything at all before I play the song? Unmute yourself, Rani.
She doesn't want to think. Just please.
Just go ahead, Prakash.
Okay, thank you. Just want to make sure. So all mute, please.
ஓம் சக்தி அன்னை அருள் வேண்டல் ஆடுக ஊஞ்சல் ஆடுகவே அம்மா தாயே ஆடுகவே ஆடுக ஊஞ்சல் ஆடுகவே அம்மா தாயே ஆடுகவே மருவத்தூர் வாழும் மறுவரசி மனக்குறையெல்லாம் தீர்த்திடுவாய் உன் திருவடி தேடி வருபவரை திருவருள் புரிந்தே காத்திடுவாய் உந்தன் அடிமை பங்காரு உருவத்தில் நீயும் இருக்கின்றாய் என் உள்ளத்தில் நினைத்தது அத்தனையும் உன்னிடத்தில் வந்தால் சொல்கின்றாய் வெஞ்சினம் கொண்ட மனிதரெல்லாம் அஞ்சனம் கேட்டால் மாறிடுவார் அவர் வேதனை சோதனை யாவையுமே வேப்பிலை காற்றில் பறந்திடுமே எங்கள் ஆதி பராசக்தி எங்கும் இருப்பது உன் சக்தி உன் மஞ்சள் குங்கும மகிமையினால் மங்கள வாழ்வு மலர்ந்திடுமே கலியுகம் காக்கும் கண்மணியே கண்களில் இருக்கும் கருமணியே ஆலயமா மேல் மருவத்தூர் வந்தவர்க்கெல்லாம் வளம் பெருகும் அம்மா உன்னை அடிபணிந்தேன் அனைத்தும் நீதான் என்று வந்தேன் கடை கண்ணால் என்னை பார்த்திடுவாய் காலம் முழுவதும் துணை இருப்பாய் தானாய் தோன்றி வந்தவளே தர்மத்தை காக்கும் தலைமகளே தஞ்சம் என்றே உனை அடைந்தேன் தாயே என்னை காத்திடுவாய் அன்னை தேவி பராசக்தி என்னை படைத்தது உன் சக்தி வாழ்வை தந்து வளம் தந்து வாழ்க்கை கடலில் கரையேற்று ஓங்கார பொருள் நீதானே உலகம் என்பதும் நீதானே காணும் இயற்கை காட்சிகளும் காற்றும் மழையும் நீதானே அம்மா தாயே உனை வேண்டி அழுதிடும் என்னை தாலாட்டி அன்புடன் ஞான பாலூட்டி அகத்தின் இருளை போக்கிடுவாய் உள்ள கோயில் உன் கோயில் உயிரும் மூச்சும் உன் வடிவம் பேச்சும் செயலும் உன் செயலே பெருகட்டும் உந்தன் பேரருளே ஆடுக ஊஞ்சல் ஆடுகவே அம்மா தாயே ஆடுகவே ஆடுக ஊஞ்சல் ஆடுகவே அம்மா தாயே ஆடுகவே.
Thanks, Rani. Gana, are you there? Gana? All right. Okay, so I'm going to play. Santa, you want to say a few words and I play a song after that?
Yeah, sure, Prakash. Kali, I always feel the unique relationship in any living being. It's just the relationship between the husband and wife. யாரு இல்லைனாலும் when you console somebody you can say like நான் உன் அம்மா மாதிரி நான் உன் அப்பா மாதிரி நான் உன் பிள்ளை மாதிரி அப்படி கன்சோல் பண்ணலாம் பட் only when you lose your life partner you just can't say anything about it. This is just not to demoralize you or anything.
I know you are a very strong and brave person, and I also believe that Usha will be there virtually behind you all the time, whispering to you in all your decision making situations, everything. We are all there for you, Kali. Go ahead, Prakash.
நாதன் தாழ் வாழ்க இமைப்பொழுதும் என் நெஞ்சில் நீங்காதான் தாழ்வாழ்க கோகழி ஆண்ட குறுமனிதன் தாழ்வாழ்க ஆகமம் ஆகி நின்று அன்னிப்பான் தாழ்வாழ்க ஏகன் அநேகன் இறைவனடி வாழ்க வேகம் கெடுத்தாண்ட வேந்தனடி வெல்க பிறப்பருக்கும் பிஞ்சகந்தன் பெய்கழல்கள் வெல்க புறத்தார்க்கு சேயோன் தன் பூங்கழல்கள் வெல்க ஈசனடி போற்றி எந்தையடி போற்றி நேசனடி போற்றி நிமலனடி போற்றி மாயப் பிறப்பருக்கும் மன்னனடி போற்றி சீரார் பெருந்துரை நம் தேவனடி போற்றி சிவனவன் என் சிந்தையுள் நின்ற அதனால் அவன் அருளாளே அவன் தாழ் வணங்கி சிந்தை மகிழ சிவபுராணம் தன்னை முந்தை வினை முழுதும் ஓய உரைப்பான் யான் விண்ணிறைந்து மண்ணிறைந்து மிக்காய் விளங்கொழியாய் எண்ணிறைந்து எல்லை இலாதானே நின் பெருஞ்சீர் பொல்லா வினையேன் புகழுமாறு ஒன்றறியேன் புல்லாகி பூடாய் புழுவாய் மரமாகி பல்விருகமாகி பறவையாய் பாம்பாகி கல்லாய் மனிதராய் பேயாய் கணங்களாய் வல்லசுரராகி முனிவராய் தேவராய் செல்லா நின்ற இத்தாவர சங்கமத்துள் எல்லா பிறப்பும் பிறந்திழைத்தேன் எம்பெருமான் மெய்யே உன் பொன்னடிகள் கண்டின்று வீடுற்றேன் வெய்யாய் தனியாய் ஏமான நாம் விமலா பொய்யாயின எல்லாம் போயகல வந்தருளி மெய்ஞானமாகி மிளிர்கின்ற மேச்சுடரே எஞ்ஞானம் இல்லாதேன் இன்பப் பெருமானே அஞ்ஞானம் தன்னை அகல்விக்கும் நல்லறிவே சிறந்தடியார் சிந்தனையும் தேனூறி நின்று பிறந்த பிறப்பருக்கும் எங்கள் பெருமான் நிறங்களோர் ஐந்துடையாய் விண்ணோர்கள் ஏத்த மறைந்திருந்தாய் எம்பெருமான் வல்வினையேன் தன்னை மறைத்திட மாய மூடிய மாய இருளை அறம் பாவம் எனும் அரும் கயிற்றால் கட்டி புறந்தோல் போர்த்து எங்கும் புழு அழுக்கு மூடி மலஞ்சோறும் 9 வாயிற்குடிலை மலங்க புலனைந்தும் வஞ்சனையை செய்ய ஞாயிற்கடையாய் கிடந்த அடியேற்கு தாயிற் சிறந்த தயாவான தத்துவனே மாசற்ற ஜோதி மலர்ந்த மலர்ச்சுடரே தேசனே தேனார் அமுதே சிவபுரனே பாசமாம் பற்றறுத்து பாரிக்கும் மாரியனே நேச அருள் புரிந்து நெஞ்சில் வஞ்சங்கெட சோதியனே துன்னுருளே தோன்றா பெருமையனே ஆதியனே அந்தம் நடுவாகி அல்லானே ஈர்த்தென்னை ஆட்கொண்ட எந்தை பிரானே வேற்று விகார விடக்குடம்பின் உட்கிடப்ப ஆற்றேன் எம்மையா அரணையோ என்றென்று போற்றி புகழ்ந்திருந்து பொய்க்கட்டு மெய்யானார் மீட்டிங்கு விந்து வினிப்பிறவி சாராமே கள்ளப்புலக்குரம்பை கட்டழிக்க வல்லானே நல்லுரு நட்டம் பயின்றாடும் நாதனே தில்லையுள் கூத்தனே தென்பாண்டி நாட்டனே அல்லல் பிறவி அறுப்பானே ஓவென்று சொல்லற் கரியானை சொல்லி திருவடி கீழ் சொல்லிய பாட்டின் பொருளுணர்ந்து சொல்லுவார் செல்வர் சிவபுரத்தின் உள்ளார் சிவனடி கீழ் பல்லோரும் ஏற்றப் பணிந்து தென்னாடுடைய சிவனே போற்றி எந்நாட்டவர்க்கும் இறைவா போற்றி. திருச்சிற்றம்பலம். I come from a culture in which we believe that the departed soul is to be worshipped, and the same soul will be the guardian angel and protect and guide the family. May Usha be your guardian angel and guide you all, Kali.
Thanks, Sanda. Thank you very much. And, a lot of classmates like Sanda and Manishantini and there are many others. Sorry if I don't mention any by mistake. They all came and saw Usha when she was in Chennai after her surgery in November. They went and prayed for her. And, all of that we really appreciate. And we also were lucky that over the last year or so, we were able to spend time with Raghu in Durban, with Vijay Rani in Kota Kinabalu, and all of that. Those were really lovely times. And this was all when Usha was actually not, completely well. She was going, between surgeries and things like that, but she was always very brave. And in fact, I remember in Durban when Raghu suggested, because we landed there, I think, on a Friday, and then Raghu said on Saturday morning, we usually do the park run. And Usha didn't blink an eyelid. She said, okay, I'll do it too. And that was just, I think, a few months after she had a lung nodule excised at the Brompton. So she was never going to let the things get to her. She was always going to do whatever she could. And, so all of these lovely moments with classmates, was just fantastic. Thanks to people like that, who really were very welcoming and supported us, all of our friends. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Kali. Vijay, do you want to say something? You were putting up your hand. Unmute, please. Unmute. Thank you.
Yes, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. Kali, my heartfelt condolences to you. I have known Usha since 1986 when I was an MD student and she was doing her DGO. Both of us had lost our loved ones at that time, and so we had something in common to talk about, and so we became very close. We used to do our calls together. I did the master's call and she will do the DGO call. And so we were very close at that time. And I knew that Kali and she were, going out together and the love blooming between them. After that, we went to different places, and I met her again in our meetings that we were going out together, the overseas trips. And always Usha impressed me as a sweet, gentle, and caring person. She always had some kind word to tell to anybody she meets. Even in our tours, you would have noted, she's one person who will go to every single person in that group and will talk to them on her own, Not like most of us don't mingle with everybody. But Usha has that special character that she will go to every single person and talk to them. And so everybody loved her so much. She's always having a smiling face. I also commented, even if she's angry, she will show it as a smile. That is my impression of Usha. And Kali, you really are very lucky to have Usha as your life partner. We spent a good 5 or 6 days together when you came down to Kota Kinabalu and really enjoyed every single minute of it. I still can't forget that Usha sitting in my sofa and the conversation that we had. I'm not able to get over and can't even digest the fact that she's no more. And even then, she was going to go for her surgery, the lung nodule, and she was so brave. We were talking to her, I was very disturbed because the thoracotomy can be very painful. I was very worried. I was talking to her about it. She told me, no, Vijay, it'll be okay. The pain relief in the UK is very good, so we need not have to worry. So she was so bold and she was willing to accept everything. I'm happy to know at least she didn't suffer in pain, Kali, till the end. May her soul rest in peace. I'm sure she will be there guiding you through Bharat and Ishwar, and she will be living. She's a guardian angel for your family. Thank you. Om Shanti. Shanti, Shanti.
விஜய்,
சொல்லுமா.
வீட்ல இருக்க எல்லா டிவைஸ்லயும் நீ சைன் இன் பண்ணிட்ட போல இருக்குமா? 2 கை தூக்கின்னு 2 விஜயராணி ஏற்கனவே எக்ஸ்ட்ரா தெரியுது.
அப்படியா? அது வந்து என்னோட இதுல பிகாஸ் அது திடீர்னு it just went off, so அதனால I had to put it off and come back to it. போயிடுச்சா? Okay, okay.
Thank you, Vijay.
Thanks, Vijay.
Not able to get over. Even my helper cried and wept so much, because Usha was talking to her personal things, and she also cried so much when she heard that Usha is no more.
Thank you. So I see Gana. Gana, you want to go? Then I'll go to Kishore after that. Thank you. Unmute Gana. Gana.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you. Thank you.
Okay. I just wanted to say a few things. We had the pleasure of meeting Usha and Kali on a few occasions, and there was one occasion when Kali and Usha had come home to stay with us, and I think at the time Vetri and Sumi also stayed overnight with us because the gang was going for a walk in Dover and the White Cliffs and things like that. What struck me was how Usha was so at ease at our house. She, Kali and Usha were, they just felt as if they were in their own home, and that's what we like, because they never behaved as if that was the first time they had come home, but they just were so at ease in our house and amidst our company. But more than anything, what I liked about Usha was the calm and collected demeanor she always portrayed, and she always had a smile on her face. And she was, one thing I can tell you from my interactions with Usha, she was really wise beyond her years. She was a very wise counsel when you needed some bit of encouragement or advice, things like that. And so that's what I wanted to share, that we will definitely miss her because of, all the, different reunion meetings and things like that. When we have met her, she's always been smiling, calm, and she was more of a calming influence on, I think, probably all of us, I think. So Kali, of course, we will all miss her. You, of course, you and the boys will miss her so much, but we are all here to help and support you in whatever way we can. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Thanks, Gana.
Thanks, Gana. Kishore, you want to say anything before I play your song? Unmute.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Kali. Quite a difficult situation. And Kali, of course, all of us know it's almost coming to 50 years now. Usha, we probably knew a bit more recently. And Usha and Ranji were classmates in first year at MMC as well. So Ranji also knew Usha quite well. And as we've heard, I think she always came across as a very down-to-earth, soft, and very pleasant person. And we kind of knew that there have been some health issues over the recent years. I never really dig deep into it. But I think when she was in India last year, back end of last year, that's when she became more unwell. So I think we kind of realized things were getting a bit more difficult. But they did come to our place in January, actually. They came to see me and they stayed overnight. And you wouldn't know. I mean, Usha was quite well at that time. Unless we knew the history, you wouldn't know that she's gone through so many procedures and things. And then later, I think more recently, things had deteriorated a bit. We did manage to see her at Brighton, And so we visited there, and when she had been moved to the hospice. And she was at peace, she was quite comfortable. We met the entire family. Kali was there with the sons. And the place was really very calm, and everything was so calm that day. And Ranji did manage to recite the Vishnu Sahasranam, and sat sitting next to her. And then, unfortunately, things then deteriorated the following day. So, what really strikes me is Kali and Usha. I think they have been so brave and courageous through that journey. You know, they were really very, very brave. And Kali, I think, did his utmost to get the best medical care for her. And I think that's what we were discussing when we were talking. I was talking to Kali on that day. And I think he said, "You've done your best." And so, yes, we will all miss Usha. And Kali, you're in our constant thought and prayers. So we just pray that God will give you courage to face this situation. God bless Kali.
Thanks, Dr. Kishore. Yeah, I think Kishore and Ranji were amongst the last few people who saw Usha. And I think it was very good that she was able to pray. And yeah, so that was really nice. And I'm glad you saw her. Thank you.
Thanks, Kali.
Thanks, Kishore. So I'm going to screen share. Please mute, all mute, please. I'm going to play Kishore's song. Thank you.
உள்ளம் உருகுதையா உள்ளம் உருகுதையா முருகா உன்னடி காண்கையிலே உள்ளம் உருகுதையா முருகா உன்னடி காண்கையிலே அள்ளி அணைத்திடவே அள்ளி அணைத்திடவே அள்ளி அணைத்திடவே எனக்குள் ஆசை பெருகுதப்பா முருகா உள்ளம் உருகுதையா பாடி பரவசமாய் உன்னையே பார்த்திட தோணுதையா பாடி பரவசமாய் உன்னையே பார்த்திட தோணுதையா பாடி பரவசமாய் பார்த்திட தோணுதையா ஆடும் மயிலேறி ஆடும் மயிலேறி ஆடும் மயிலேறி ஐயப்பா முருகா உன்னடி காண்கையிலே அள்ளி அணைத்திடவே எனக்குள் ஆசை பெருகுதப்பா முருகா உள்ளம் உருகுதையா.
Thanks, Kishore. That's beautiful. So, who was iPad 3? Can you let me know? Unmute yourself. Your hand has been up. I don't know who iPad 3 is.
It's me, Prakash Ganesh.
Oh, Ganesh, yeah, go ahead. Thank you.
So thanks, Prakash. Not feeling well, down with fever, so I probably could not sit for a long time. Just want to say a few words about Usha and Kali. I think we have met Usha a few times, quite a few times, and what it struck me was she was so friendly and keeps everybody at ease. And we had the good fortune of having Kali and Usha visit us at New Jersey at Priya's place. And we had very good time. And Kali is also connected to a school group through a mutual friend. And the last time we met Usha and Kali was at Woodlands, New Woodlands. I hope Kali remembers that. We had dinner together along with Guha. And it was a pleasure to drop Usha and Kali back home. And Kali, I think it's very difficult to lose a life partner, and there's a void which nobody else can fill. But I request you to be brave because your boys need you more than ever at present. And please note, Kali, that whenever you visit in Chennai, there's a place for you to stay. And Uma and myself would have the great pleasure to host you whenever you are in Chennai. God bless you, Kali. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Ganesh. Thank you very much. Yeah, it was nice to visit you in New Jersey. That was really a good time we had.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you, Ganesh. I'm going to play a song sent in by Matty. So please mute again, please. I'll screen share. Thank you.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now am found. Was blind, but now I see. Was grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieve. Oh, precious day, that grace appear, the hour I first believed. Through many dangers, toils, and snares, I have already come. His grace that brought me safe thus far, and grace will make me whole. The Lord has promised good to me. His word my hope secures. He will my shield and portion be, as long as life endures. when we've been here 10,000 years, bright shining as the sun. We've numerous days to sing God's praise than when we first begun. Yeah, when this flesh and heart shall fail, and mortal life shall cease, I shall possess within the veil a life of joy and peace. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now found, was blind, but now I see. I was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Thank you, Matty. I know you're on and off busy, so thank you for that wonderful, amazing grace song as always.
Yeah, Prakash, I just said I won't take up much
Oh,
time
good.
because I had
You're there. Okay, good. Go ahead.
I had time one-on-one with Kali yesterday, so I'll leave the time for the others to talk. And Kali, this is a prayer for you. The whole song was a prayer for you and for Usha. Okay, I'm not saying anymore. God bless you. Okay, take care.
Thanks, Matty. Yeah, we met yesterday. Thanks for coming with Josh. Thank you.
All right. Bala, your hand is up, and then Radha, then Lakshmi. Thank you. Go ahead, Bala. Unmute yourself, please.
Okay. You guys can hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Prakash, for getting this whole program together. And it's very nice to have all our friends helping Kali. Kali, yeah, I know we got to meet Usha several times in different trips that we did together. And but most recently, 2022, we met in Egypt. That was a time really, we kind of connected. And I just don't know if you remember, there were several times we were having pictures and stuff. But one of the occasions was we went into a place where the kids were selling stuff. I don't know if you remember that. And in suddenly, Usha just jumped up to these kids and she started hugging them. And then I'm like, wow, we haven't really, we kind of had some meetings and stuff, but it kind of shows, what a personality Usha is and has been. And it just shows how much love and compassion that she has for everybody, including kids like that. And several times, Ishwari and myself, as we were doing the trips again in Egypt, she wanted pictures, and Usha will always come and stand there and say, "Oh, let's take pictures." And we have had actually a bunch of pictures with us. I've sent you a couple. Take a look at them. We never actually knew that she was so sick, and I know when we heard, that was kind of a shock for us. We feel for you, and it is not an easy time, but it's nice to have all our friends together, and we'll all be there, of course, and we feel and our heartfelt condolences to you and your family. And you always look so strong, but still, this is such a difficult time. And may God bless you and give you and your family the strength that you need now and for a while and for a long time, to support you. May God bless you. Thank you for this opportunity to at least share our thoughts. And Yishwari also is by my side, and we're always here for you. So thank you, Kali.
Thanks, Bala. I remember that episode in Egypt, actually. One of those kids, I think the one with glasses, was very upset because I think many of us were looking at things, but we were not buying. And of course, these kids, they're probably, they live on what they sell. And also, I think they were worried they might get into trouble with their bosses because they were not selling anything. And Usha saw me getting upset. And immediately, she told me, just buy it. And she made me buy it. I mean, it is, as usual, it is complete tourist rubbish, but that's okay. For her, that wasn't the important thing. When she saw this kid crying, she just couldn't bear it. It was her natural motherly instinct. And she was always like that. She just couldn't accept that, somebody was unhappy in front of her. She would never countenance that. And I think that was also why she had great empathy for her HIV patients. They all just loved her because she was very, very non-judgmental, extremely kind and accepting. And she would never accept, sometimes she'll get a call from the intensive care with a HIV patient in intensive care, and she would never give up on them. She would always want to do everything possible because for her, that was what she did. And so, yeah, I mean, that was just, again, nature to her. Thanks for that photograph. I just saw that. Thanks, Bala.
Yeah, you're welcome. For a long time, I didn't know that she was actually a physician, to be honest. She was just so, easygoing and talked to everybody, as many of our friends have shared. She was just a wonderful person. And so, by the way, our grandkids are here today, this weekend with us, and they had a long night, and they're just awake and starting a little ruckus right in our basement. So if we leave, please excuse us after this.
Thanks, Bala. So, Radha, your hand is up. You want to go next? Welcome, by the way. Long time no see.
Thank you, guys. You can hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Kali, first of all, I want to say I'm so sorry about your loss. I know that I did not personally have any way to connect with Usha. I didn't meet her, but over the last few years since your visit to North Carolina, which I unfortunately missed, it's almost been like I came to know her through you. And I always felt that she was some kind of special person because of the way that you treated her and how everybody else would speak to her. And now, after listening to all you guys, I realize how much she meant to you and how much you meant to her. Kali, of all the of all our classmates, I feel like you are the one who probably did us all proud. You're so yeah. Whenever I see the way you have what you have achieved in your sphere in England and all the things, how they respect you over there. I really feel like you're something like the Rolls Royce of our department. Not just in terms of you being a big figure, but also in being like the most precious kind of car there is in the world. And when I see you, I always feel that this Rolls Royce has an owner, and that owner, the one who drives the Rolls Royce, is Usha. I always felt that there was this driving force behind you. And now you may feel that with her passing, you may feel that now you have to be like a self-driving car. But I can assure you that uh, you will realize that even when you feel like you're self-driving, you'll feel her hands steering you along, and that will never change, Khalid. So I just want to say God bless you. So I'm sorry for your loss, but you will get through this.
Thank you. Thank you, mate. Thank you.
Thanks, Radha. Lakshmi and Ram, do you want to say something? Please unmute yourself. Thank you.
Kali, our deepest condolences to you. And I don't have any special words for you. I wish I did. People say memories keep the spirit and soul alive. So she's always amongst us, and she'll always be there. I've known Usha since college days. She's my classmate, so I've known her for 50 years. We were also from the same batch, and there were 3 Ushas in our class. She was the Rani among them, and we were also in the same batch in exam time. So I was Swaminathan Ramalingam. She was Usha. She was very, very close in the names, and so we used to always kind of go to practical and oral exams together. And there's always a couple of people in amongst every batch who kind of bring up some obscure fact just to kind of needle people, and she was always the one who always used to calm people down and help support the people who get nervous by these tactics and things. And she had that that affection and understanding people, even when she was 18, 20 years old. I mean, that was just kind of amazing to think about it now. I mean, she was always supportive, and you were recollecting the Egypt thing. She exhibited the same thing even when she was 18, 20 years old. So, I mean, after college, and we all got married and migrated and lost touch. And I lost touch with many of our classmates. And there was no age of the internet or WhatsApp, so we never, were able to link together. So these trips that all of you as your class have organized and actually invited me and included me in this it's been a wonderful thing. I actually got to meet you, Kali, after a long time, since college days, and obviously Usha after a long time. And both you, Kali, and Lakshmi always made a point of actually having a picture of me and her as classmates in every one of the trips. And I was actually going through all of our trip pictures and seeing many of these things. So it brought back so many memories. So I mean, I just felt she was still around, and I wish we could kind of commiserate and re-talk about things. And we used to talk during those trips about how these trips are so wonderful. Why can't our class do the same thing? And so we were actually kind of thinking about how we can actually go about going through this whole process. Anyway, so there's plenty of memories. I can keep on talking about it, and there's a lot of wonderful memories from college and the trips that I just share with you sometime, and we can commiserate on that. I'd just like to say Om Namah Shivaya, Om Shanti. I hope God gives you the strength and guidance as you navigate through this. I know you're pretty strong, and we're always here to support you. And again, the memories are always there with us. So.
Thank you, Ram. Thanks, Kali.
Thanks, Ram. Thank you very much. I mean, it's very interesting because I knew a lot of guys from your class, as you know, yourself. So they, so many of them, and even the girls, Vijay, all sorts of people. But I never knew Usha when she was actually a medical student. They only, she was, I think, very quiet and unassuming, and she never was in my sphere of activities. I would have probably scared her off, I think. But anyway, I only met her when she came as a house surgeon to MSV's unit when I was doing my general surgery training. And then she finished that. And then before she joined her DGO, she came back and did, what they used to call special training in India. So again, she came back and was working with us. And that's when we sort of, started courting, as they might say. And I used to take her out on my Suzuki. And I tell my boys, those were good days on the Suzuki. And then when I was doing MCHS, I think Vijayarani used to tease her that because she was in MH, just behind the Children's Hospital, she will come through the gate. And we used to snatch a lunch or whatever. So those were the good days. And yes, I mean, I'm very glad that she met up with some of her friends. And we have, a small group of our friends here. We've gone out together, Pari and Srikumar and all those guys, Bhaskar, Manjula, and all, so we have met here. Yeah, it's been good. It's been good. There have been a lot of good times, and that's what we'll think about. Thank you.
Kali, I just want to kind of say, I agree with you. She was very quiet, but I might disagree with you that you would have scared her off. I think she was so strong that she had that quiet strength amongst her. Like I said, that's why she was able to do that, even when people are scaring people with during the oral exams. And she used to be so calm about it, and she used to kind of support people. And so I mean, the inner strength that she had was amazing. And but she was a quiet person. I mean, she'll just kind of withdraw herself within the class, but when needed, she'll always show up, and which is the amazing part of her. So.
I agree with you. She had a very strong and resilient inner core, which once she was convinced about something or she wanted to do something in her quiet way, she'll just do it. She's not, she wouldn't make a big song and dance about it. She wouldn't raise her voice, but she will just get it done. And that's so, even when she had to retrain to, from one specialty to another, she just didn't, she just wanted to do it and she went for it. Thank you.
Thank you, Ram. And Kali, it is so nice hearing you talk about Usha and the experiences and everything. This is really adds to, it's not just us talking and songs but to get you to recollect all the beautiful life you had with Usha. Thank you. So, Shankar and Prasanna, do you want to go next and unmute yourself, please? Shankar, you're still muted. Okay, good. Can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, now we can hear. Thank you. Go ahead.
Kali, it's been amazing listening to all our classmates and friends sharing their thoughts, songs, quotes. It's been I'm not sure what I can add to that. The only thought that comes to me very strongly now is that we didn't really get to know Usha well while she was alive. That's a huge regret for me and Prasanna. I think we probably met you both maybe 3 times the one thing that sticks to my memory and Prasanna's memory as well is the hike we did to Glencoe, and that was great fun. I don't know if Usha had any. Yeah, of course, yeah. The one that Prasanna has mentioned to me specifically is how she spent quite a lot of time talking to Prasanna one-to-one on the walk. And I've always found Usha to be extremely calm, gentle, and it's clear that she's been amazingly compassionate to everybody, really, not just her patients. What an amazing person. So, Kali, there is nothing I can say that's going to take the pain or the loss away from you. But believe me, we shared this loss. And it came as a huge shock to me, I have to say, last, I think, October, when I heard that Usha was taken ill. And that's the first time I contacted you to check on her status and so on. But I know that you and Usha are very spiritual persons with a very strong link to your faith. And I'm absolutely confident that will be the strength that will take you through, along with your boys, to cope with the coming years. And as everybody has mentioned, Usha's spirit will be right behind you, guiding you, supporting you, cheering you all as you progress through your life and your further successes. Okay. Very sorry, mate, but we are mortals, and we have to face up to this fact. It's going to come to us all at some point. It's been a privilege to be part of this meeting, I have to say, Kali. And Prasanna has thought about singing a song. I know that Usha is a very spiritual person with a strong faith in her religion, and Prasanna wants to do a very brief song on this occasion.
Saravana Bhava enom tirumandiram Tane sada jabiyannave Om Saravana Bhava enom tirumandiram Tane sada jabiyannave Puramerita Paraman நெற்றிக்கண்ணில் உதித்த புறமெரித்த பரமன் நெற்றிக்கண்ணில் உதித்த போத ஸ்வரூபன் பொற்பாதம் தன்னை பணிந்து போத ஸ்வரூபன் பொற்பாதம் தன்னை பணிந்து சரவண பவ எனும் திருமந்திரம் தனை சதா ஜபியன்னாவே மண்மிசை கிடந்தூழல் பிறவி பிணியை தீர்க்கும் மாயையகல பேரின்ப நெறியில் சேர்க்கும் மண்மிசை கிடந்தூழல் பிறவி பிணியை தீர்க்கும் மாயையகல பேரின்ப நெறியில் சேர்க்கும் தன்மதி நிகழ்குள்ளே கருணை நிலவு பொழி தன்மதி நிகழ்குள்ளே கருணை நிலவு பொழி ஷண்முக பிரிய சடாட்சர பாவன ஷண்முக பிரிய ஷடாட்சர பாவன சரவண பவ எனும் திருமந்திரம் தனை சதா ஜபியன்னாவே.
I just wanted to add something that I remembered, Kali, about Usha. In one of our interactions, I think with Prasanna, she had mentioned that I hail from Kanchipuram in Tamil Nadu, and Usha's granddad apparently had a fleet of buses that used to ply in Kanchipuram, and I very distinctly remember those rickety buses. I think there were 3 of them. I still remember. I think on one occasion, I just by a hair's breadth escaped from one of those buses when I was cycling back from school. So
no, she used to talk about the Vengudi and all that. I think she shared those. I remember she had that conversation with you.
Yes, just amazing person. I mean, it's just she had time for everyone and had always something to say that was very pleasant, supportive, calm, and calming. We don't see that the people like that. Yes, I mean, I only have warm thoughts about the very brief association or connections that we have had, and I thank God for that.
Thanks, Da. Thanks.
Thank you, Shankar. So Kali has to leave in 5 minutes, so Ambika, I'm going to go and then just finish up with a nice album about Usha, and then we'll finish up. So apologize to others because we're running short on time. Kali, of course, has people in the house and visitors, so I apologize for that. So Ambika, go ahead and I'll play the album and we'll finish up. Thank you.
Hi, Kali. My deepest and heartfelt condolences. I don't have words to express how you're going to cope with this loss, but you will. You will. We learn to accept it, live with it, but never come to terms with it. I don't know, or I've never met Usha, but I've heard such beautiful things about her. I saw the picture which Prakash posted, the love and kindness in her eyes, the lovely, captivating smile. She touched my heart, actually. And I know you're going to miss her a lot in your life, but you are a very strong person. And just going back to the memories of our med school, when you used to come and talk to Anant Lakshmi, who was with me, I used to get so intimidated because I used to look up and think, oh my God, what a strong, determined, powerful, authoritative guy you are. And I used to just cringe because I used to get so nervous every time you used to approach Lakshmi to talk to her. But I never thought that one day in my life I will connect with you. And when you reached out to me outside the group, it meant, oh my God, what did I think of him those days, and see what he is today? It meant a lot to me when you reached out to me a few years ago and we got connected. And it touched me because I don't know a lot of you, because I've been in my own little world, but it's very, very difficult. My last few years without Shiv, it has been very hard, but I know you are much stronger than me, Kali. You can do it. She's always there. Usha is always there with you wherever you are. And this is something which I have in front of me, which I want to read for you when you think of Usha always. I thought of you today, but that is nothing new. I thought about you yesterday and the day before too. I think of you in silence. I often speak your name. All I have are memories and your picture in a frame. Your memories is a keepsake from which I will never part. God has you in his arms, and you, Kali, have Usha in your heart. Take care of yourself, Kali. And just one word. I know all of you love your spouses. They are your love. They are your soulmates. But take the time every day, however busy you may be, to tell them, hey, I love you very much. Because a day will come when you will be telling that to a frame. So spend every precious minute you guys have with your loved ones and your spouses. It's the world you'll never get back. Thank you, Prakash. And take care, Kali. You are in my prayers with your boys always. And let's keep connected as you've always done. And my prayers for you always, Kali. Sorry, guys. I just broke down. Bear with me.
Thanks, Ambika. Thank you very much. We understand. You've been through this, and it is very difficult. But I mean, to end on a slightly humorous note, I always used to find it funny when you hid behind Anantalakshmi. When I came to speak to her, you will literally go behind Anantalakshmi and try to hide. And I always thought that was funny. But I never wanted to intimidate you at all. You can be sure about that. And I'm glad now, after all these years, you are no longer intimidated. That's good. And we'll pray for each other. We'll pray for each other. But I think the point you made is so valid, that we need to spend every moment we have, not just with our spouses, but all those who love. We need to spend it in a good way, because you never know what's around the corner. And, these good memories we make are the ones that will sustain us. So, yeah, that's a wonderful thought, Ambika. And thanks for what you said.
Thanks, Kali. I'll finish up quickly with this album I composed. And it's in a lighter vein. The album is made with a song of, since Usha's Your Kanmani, it's an N Kanmani song. So please mute. I'm going to screen share. Thank you. Okay.
என் கண்மணி பார்த்ததும் இருக்கின்றது சொன்ன ஜோத்தை கேட்டு
என் மன்னம் உன் காதலன் என்னை பார்த்ததும் ஓராயிரம் இல்லையோ
என் கண்மணி
பயணங்களில்
இளமாமையில் சொல்லவில்லை நம்ம கரவாட்டு போட்ட முன்னாடி போ
என் மன்னவன் காதலன் என்னை பார்த்ததும் ஓராயிரம் சற்றோண்டு இல்லையோ
சேலம்பட்டி சூப்பர் மார்க்கெட் இறக்கி
வர வேண்டும்
இரு தோழிலும் பழமாலைகள் என் கண்மணி காதலும் இதமாகும் உன்னை பார்த்ததும் சிரிக்கின்றது சொன்ன ஜோதிக்கு நகைச்சுவை வந்ததில்லையோ
என் மன்னவன் பார்த்ததும் ஆயிரமும் வரை
All right.
That was so beautiful.
Thanks, Prakash.
That
for
was
doing this.
beautiful. Prakash, yeah, Kali, see you soon.
Athiya,
See you in Chennai.
Athiya wants to say something. Unmute Panama.
Kali has to go, I think. So anyway. All right. Athiya, quickly, please. Thank you.
Yes, quickly, yes. I had the opportunity to meet Kali just recently, first time after I left MMC. That time, I think Usha was not well. I wanted to go and see her very badly. I told Amar I'm going to see her, but I was not sure what was wrong with her. So Amar said it might be something personal, so you cannot just go and see like that. So I missed her. I never had the opportunity to meet her. But from what I'm hearing today from all of you, she must have been a wonderful person. Yes. She and both his sons, and I am very, very thankful to Kali that he has taken it so well. It is not an easy job. Yeah, I just heard Ambika how she was so emotional. I've met Ambika. She's going through hell. And Kali, I know you're so strong that you're going to go through this and you're going to come out of it. I'm hoping I meet you once again very soon and make you happy. I had actually prepared a song to sing, but my music system is not working. So that I wanted to bring some joy on your face. But then I'm so sorry that I'm not able to link my music system with my phone. So next time I'm going to, if there is a meeting, I'm going to sing that song for you and make you more happy. Please take care of yourself and your sons and be brave, and wishing you all the best in life. The life has to go on. Yeah, whatever happens, we have to go on in life. So be brave like how you are and go through it.
Thank you very much.
We are all with you. We are all with
Thank
you.
you, Athiya.
Amar and me, for the last 2 days, after he heard about this meeting, is only talking about Kali and you, your sons and Usha.
Yeah, give Amar our love. I will meet you guys when I come to Chennai.
Yeah, please, when you come to Chennai, spend some more time with us.
Yes.
Not just what you did last time.
No,
okay?
no.
I'm
Definitely.
feeling very bad that I missed seeing Usha.
Don't worry. Thank
She's
you. Thank
seeing
you
you
for
all
that.
from top, and she's going to guide you all what to do and what not to do. From what I heard about her personality, she has to be a wonderful person. Thank you, Kali. Thank you, Prakash and Chitra, for organizing such a beautiful meeting.
Vijay வந்து கைய தூக்கி இருக்குது.
Thank you very much, everybody.
No, that's her iPad 3, I think.
I think Kali message he has to go. I'm sorry. Others can. I'm very sorry.
Messages.
My apologies to everybody else who wanted to talk. I'm very sorry we can't fit in because Kali is.
Cannot believe.
No, I'm just sorry, guys. I've got some
never be
visitors.
enough time, Kali.
Kali,
You're gonna have
Kali,
Spent a lot of time with. This is a long time.
Hello,
Kali. Spent with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for sharing the time.
I'll talk to you guys individually at any point. Okay.
Yes.
We should have a meeting. All of us together have a meeting soon in Chennai.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Kali.
See you.
Hello, Kali.
Hi.
The Vijay is me actually. I'm sorry, Kali. I'll call you separately. I know you're busy.
Oh,
Yeah. Of course.
Thanks, Vijay.
See you.
Bye, Vijay. Bye. Bye, Kali.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Take care, Kali.
Bye.
Thank you very much. Thanks for all.
Thank you.
Love you, Kali.
Love you, all of you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for organizing.
Take care.
Thanks,
See you in
Prakash,
Chennai.
for organizing it. Bye. Thanks, Chitra. Bye, guys. Bye.
Jaya, let's meet again.
Yes.
Yes.
Jaya,
Yeah.
let's meet again.